Hi, welcome to My Blue Thoughts, episode 2. We're into 2 weeks of the Dodgers season, and guess what? The Dodgers are 8-5. Why am I dressed up? 2 reasons. One, I thought, why don't I dress a little bit more presentable so when the people at Time Warner Sports LA take a look at this, they're like, wow, maybe we should bring this guy on as a correspondent. Is it going to happen? I don't know. They showed my tweet on the air the other day when I was talking about Corey Seager. Dodgers are following me on Twitter. So the people that are in charge are starting to take notice, guys. Anyway, Dodgers are 8-5. We're in first place. We just took 2 out of 3 against the Giants, which is what I'm going to start off with, because why wouldn't I start off with a 2 out of 3 game win over the Giants? I'm going to focus on one negative thing really quick. We should have swept the Giants, potentially, but Saturday night we had bad execution again. We had a situation, it shouldn't have come down to this. Scott Kazmir kind of had a bad outing, and that's kind of what I'm going to get into. But first, let's talk about the fact that we had a runner on third base in the 8th inning. I was talking about this last week. And who comes up? Jock Peterson, who I love. He comes in with 1 out, runner on third base. What do? Just get the ball, hit it up the middle, man. Just put some good wood on it, get it to the outfield, drive the run home. What does Jock do? Takes his long swing, and he hits a weak fly ball a foul ball, and then he gets out. Puig comes up after that, strikes out. We lose by 1 run against the Giants, a game we should have won, but Scott Kazmir had a really bad outing. I'm going to get into that in a second. But we took 2 out of 3 against the Giants. Big pitchers duel on Friday between Clayton Kershaw and Madison Garner. Yeah, I said it. Bum Garner. They call him Mad Bum, probably because he's mad that he's a bum. Dodgers lit him up. Kike Hernandez, first pitch of the game. What does Kike do? I'm going to go up there. I'm going to be aggressive. Hits a jack on the first pitch, 450 feet for our backup left fielder or second baseman or shortstop or third. Kike Hernandez is a super utility man. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was really sad, and I still kind of am, when we traded D. Gordon before last season, because he was such a spark plug for our offense, so inspirational, very vocal guy, just like always leaving it out on the field. But D. Gordon, he only plays second base. You got a guy like Kike Hernandez that can fill in it, like I said, all over the outfield, all over the infield. I think the only position he hasn't played is first, but he could probably do it. He's just a little. That's a double positive or negative. Anyway, point being, Kike Hernandez came through. He owns Madison Bumgarner. Kike Hernandez is batting 10 for 16 against one of the best pitchers, left-handed pitchers, or pitchers, period, in Major League Baseball. We love you, Kike. Where's the Rally Bananas? Best utility guy in the major leagues right now. And oh yeah, by the way, he's batting over 450 against left-handers. Wow. Let's talk about Clayton Kershaw. Scott Kazmir, like we talked about, had a really bad outing on Saturday, gave up 4 runs, following up his other bad outing where he gave up that 4-run lead the Dodgers had gotten him last week against the Giants. If you're on the Dodgers staff, we talked about it, you got to beat the Giants, man. If you get a big lead, you got to shut them down, like Clayton Kershaw did on Friday. They gave him 6 runs. What does Clayton Kershaw do? He goes up there and throws zeros, man. He throws zeros. He gave him a couple unearned runs because he's an ace. Scott Kazmir, it is unfair to compare him to Clayton Kershaw because you can't compare anybody to Clayton Kershaw. But you can say, hey, we're giving you a run. You can't be giving up 4 and 5 runs to start against the Giants, because against their pitching staff, that's going to be a very tough deficit to overcome. Scott Kazmir, get your act together, because we got some stud young pitchers we keep talking about that are just waiting for their chance to get in. Okay? Do your job. Be serviceable. Give us a quality start, which nowadays is probably less than it was. But officially, a quality start is pitching 6 innings and allowing 3 runs or less. You haven't done that your last 2 outings, both against the Giants. Let's look to regroup. Okay? We got the Braves coming up. Scott Kazmir, I'm pretty sure he's going to get lucky. He's not even going to have to face the Braves. He's going to have to face Colorado. Woo! Scott Kazmir in Colorado? Shit. Okay, you might want to call in sick, Scott Kazmir. I hope you do well, but the Rockies have very powerful offense and no one wants to go to Coors Field. Anyway, point being, the Dodgers are in first place. They're 8-5. If you translate that, that would be 16-10. You translate that, that would be 32-20. You keep going and keep going. They're on pace to win about 94 games this year. I like it. We still got a long way to go, but I'm seeing some things. Our bullpen has recovered, luckily, knock on wood. Not Alex Wood, knock on my wood. Point being, they pitched 14 straight scoreless innings over the last few games, which we were worried because they had a couple bad games against the Giants and against the D-backs, but we took 2 out of 3 against the D-backs too, so that's good. We should have swept them too, but what happens? Oh my God. Why, in a tie ball game when the Dodgers are playing the Diamondbacks this week, did we pitch to Paul Goldschmidt, whatever the fuck his name is? If there's one person on the Diamondbacks that you don't want to pitch to in a tie ball game in the late innings, it's Paul Goldschmidt. A 3-0 count and you just group one in? Everybody in the ballpark knows Paul Goldschmidt owns the Dodgers. Why are you throwing the pitch anywhere near the strike zone? That pitch needed to be on the floor, out to the side. They could have swept the Diamondbacks, but they went after him. Hits a home run. Dodgers don't score. We lose. Don't pitch to Paul Goldschmidt with the game on the line, Dodgers. Other than that, I was very pleased with the way we played this weekend. That game yesterday, Jacques came up late in the game after not coming through on Saturday, comes in through with the Dodgers down, and with 2 strikes, he finally shortens up, and he hits a jack, and they beat the Giants 2 out of 3. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need, clutch hitting. Guys are shortening up with 2 strikes, taking better approaches, playing small ball. That's what it's going to take. That's how Dave Roberts is managing this team, playing small ball, and I'm fine with that because those runs will add up, and those are runs that we need to score in September, in October, in the postseason. Get these guys used to playing small ball now, bunting guys over, taking the extra base like Puig did yesterday and stealing. I love what Dave Roberts is doing so far. It's only 2 weeks in the season, but we're 8-5, and I like it. This has been My Blue Thoughts. Follow me on Twitter at Peter Surs. Look for me on YouTube for this same thing next week. Dodgers have the Braves and the Rockies this week. It's going to be tough, but I think we can do it. We should come in with another at least 4 wins, if not 5. Let's do it. Go Blue. See you guys next week. Bye.